Are you thinking about buying a home in Suffolk, Virginia, or really anywhere in Hampton Roads? Avoid these 5 costly mistakes or risk throwing away time and money. Stick around, because what I'm about to share could save you thousands and a whole lot of stress. What's going on? I'm Jason Edwards with eXp Realty, a local real estate agent here in Suffolk, Virginia, and my mission is simple: to make your move as simple and stress-free as possible while educating you in the process. I've helped more than 100 people and families find their perfect home in the Hampton Roads area, and I've seen firsthand how certain missteps can sideline even the most prepared buyers. Like I said, in this video, I'm breaking down the top 5 mistakes buyers make when searching for a home here in Suffolk and Hampton Roads wide, and of course, how you can avoid them. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look out for, plus some insider tips on navigating this unique market. And if at any point you want personalized guidance, all my contact information is in the description below. Feel free to reach out. If you're enjoying this type of information, or if you're just starting your home search in the area, be sure to check out the description below to get in touch with me directly. I love helping buyers navigate the complexities of the Suffolk and Hampton Roads market. Now let's get after it. Suffolk isn't your average coastal Virginia city. It's actually the largest city in Virginia by land area, offering everything from historic neighborhoods to brand new developments and really everything in between. Because it's so diverse, the real estate trends in Suffolk can differ a lot from areas like Chesapeake, Norfolk, or Virginia Beach. One neighborhood might be a hot seller's market, while another might be more balanced. Without a solid grasp of these local nuances, you could end up overpaying or completely missing out on the perfect home. One common pitfall is assuming prices in Suffolk align with its neighboring cities. Big mistake. Some folks see average home prices in Hampton Roads and think Suffolk follows the same pattern. In reality, the market can shift quickly based on new construction, local infrastructure projects, and even seasonal trends. To dodge this mistake, work with a local real estate professional who genuinely knows Suffolk. For example, one who's lived here for the last 16 years. If you didn't catch the subtle hint, yeah, that's me. They'll have the inside scoop on which neighborhoods are trending, which ones might be overpriced, and where you might find a hidden gem. If you're shopping on your own, at least keep tabs on local market data, such as average days on market and list to sale price ratios. Trust me, an agent with boots on the ground can make the difference between finding your dream home or losing out to a more informed buyer. Alright, if there's one step I see buyers skip all the time, it's getting pre-approved before they start hunting for homes. This is huge, especially in a competitive market. Pre-approval gives you a realistic budget and proves to sellers that you're not just window shopping. Without it, not only is your offer weaker, sometimes you can't even submit an offer without a pre-approval. And you could lose out to another buyer who's already lined up their financing. Just imagine this. You found your perfect home. You submit an offer, and then the seller checks for a pre-approval letter. If you don't have one, they might choose a lower offer from a buyer who's already pre-approved. It's all about reducing uncertainty for the seller. Plus, being pre-approved helps you focus your search on homes that truly fit your financial picture, so you're not falling in love with a property you can't actually afford. Which brings up another point. Just because you're pre-approved for a certain amount doesn't mean you have to spend that much on your home. Make sure you know what kind of monthly payment you can afford, and from there, figure out what price point you'll want to be looking in. No one wants to be house poor. If you need something to help you out with that, reach out to me or drop a comment below. I can send over a pretty slick personal budget template. I think it's fairly obvious how to avoid this mistake. Get pre-approved with a lender you trust, one who's familiar with the Hampton Roads area. Ideally, do this before you even step foot in an open house. This strategy not only saves time, but also gives you a competitive edge when you find the one. And if you need recommendations for lenders, check the description below and reach out. I'm happy to connect you with folks who understand this market inside and out. Kind of along the same line as mistake number 1, gaining knowledge. It's easy to get wrapped up in the house itself. How many bedrooms, the size of the kitchen, and all those fun aesthetic details. But where that house is located can be just as important. Suffolk's neighborhoods can vary dramatically, from rural settings with lots of acreage to more urban areas near shops and restaurants to suburban communities with neighborhood amenities. When you're choosing a neighborhood, think about your daily commute, how close you want to be to grocery stores or restaurants, and what kind of community feel you're after. If schools matter to you, make sure you do your own research to find the best fit for you and your family's needs. Fair housing laws prohibit agents from steering you toward or away from particular districts, so I always encourage clients to explore school data on trusted websites. I've linked a couple below that I recommend, and talk to local parents for firsthand insights. How to avoid this? Take the time to drive through neighborhoods at different times of the day, morning, afternoon, and evening, during the week and on the weekend, to really see how the area feels. If possible, talk with neighbors or local businesses to get the inside scoop. And, of course, consult a local expert, someone who lives and breathes Suffolk real estate, so you can make an informed decision about where you'll feel most at home. All right, next. Have you ever been amazed by a home's curb appeal or a shiny new kitchen remodel? Happens all the time. Buyers sometimes get so starry-eyed by fresh paint and modern finishes that they overlook potential red flags lurking beneath the surface. A house might look like a dream on the outside, but have a failing HVAC, hidden foundation issues, or a leaky roof. Don't just focus on the bells and whistles. Look at the bones. Check for signs of water damage. Ask about the age of the roof, and pay attention to the condition of major systems like heating, cooling, plumbing. Things like outdated electrical wiring or request pipes can create expensive headaches down the road. The best way to protect yourself is with a thorough home inspection. It's worth every penny. And keep in mind, not all inspectors are created equal. Hire a reputable professional who will dig into those crawl spaces and attics. If you're not sure where to look, I can point you in the right direction. Just shoot me a message using my contact information below. Mistake number 5. So you've saved up for your down payment, but what about those closing costs? These can include lender fees, title insurance, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and sometimes even HOA fees, plus an assortment of smaller charges that add up quickly. Typically, closing costs run anywhere between 2% and 5% of the purchase price, but it can vary based on loan type and other factors. It's super common for buyers, especially first-time buyers, to assume their down payment is the only big expense. Then, a week or two before closing, they find out they need thousands more to seal the deal. This can throw a huge wrench into the process if you're not prepared. And same for VA buyers. They think that no down payment means no money comes to the table at all. Well, that's not always necessarily true. Ways to avoid this one. Use an online mortgage calculator, which I'll link in the description below, or talk to your lender early on to get accurate estimates. If you're working with a trusted real estate agent, they can also help break down typical costs here in Suffolk. And remember, sometimes some or all of the closing costs can be negotiated into the purchase agreement to be covered by the seller in certain market conditions. Experts are predicting shifts in buyer-seller leverage, but I always say it's best to plan for the worst case scenario and hope for the best, just to be safe. Alright, a quick recap of the top 5 costly mistakes. Not understanding the local market, skipping the step of getting pre-approved, overlooking neighborhood research, getting distracted by the home's aesthetics, and failing to factor in closing costs. Each one can cost you money, time, or peace of mind, sometimes all 3, but knowing is half the battle, so you shouldn't have an issue avoiding them now. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you've done this several times, having a local professional by your side makes a world of difference. Don't go it alone. Reach out for personalized help. If this video helped you feel more prepared for your home search, do me a favor and hit the like button. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every single week. So if you're looking for more tips on living in Hampton Roads and Suffolk specifically, you'll definitely want to stay tuned. Don't forget, I'm just a call, text, or email away if you need help navigating the Suffolk real estate market. I'll talk to you soon.